mountains, and my parents didn't let me go for the first year. They wanted to teach me what to do to drive well, and I thought they stunk. But it turns out that it was a really good thing. I'm not a professional. These are just things that I've found, through driving in the mountains a lot. So, don't say I learned it from a pro. This isn't going to get you out of tickets. That's in the second half. So, I've been driving in the mountains for 14 years. I go as much as I can. We're so lucky to have things so close to us that are, you don't get these everywhere. With that, mountain comes really danger. I know the American dream is to finish first in everything. Driving's not a race, if the guy in the Porsche wants to go really fast, that's great. My goal is to get where I want to go and go skiing. And it should be yours too. It's also really important to know if your car's in good shape. If you're not sure, take it in. There's a lot of things you can check, things that I've found. People will be honest. You can really do bad things. Tires are really important, obviously. I stole this from a Fish song, but it's really important. If your tires are bald, you're going to have problems, especially when the conditions are bad. I know it's starting to snow finally in the mountains. It's good. Brakes, obviously, also very important. If they don't work, you're going to be in trouble when you go down hills or all that. So, if they're adjusted, make sure they are. As with everything in life, it's always important to keep track of your fluids. Things like having a full tank of gas when you leave is a good idea. If you've ever run out of wiper fluid on the way down from skiing, on a snowy day, you'll know that you need it. Planning for problems is a big deal. I've been stuck in 7 or 8 hour traffic jams coming home from Vail. Make sure you have a full tank of gas, make sure you have water, sleeping bag's always good, some food. Sometimes it's snowing and you really want to go skiing, but maybe the highway's closed, you don't want to get stuck there. So I like to use cotrip.org. It's got road conditions, webcams, stuff like that. There's an iPhone app. Four-wheel drive does not equal four-wheel stop. I have a Subaru and I've got all that stuff. But, be cautious, don't follow too closely. Know that you really can injure yourself. Probably my biggest pet peeve is people driving really slow in the left lane. It's meant for passing, and if you are not keeping up with traffic or not passing people, stay in the right lane. It's okay to stay in the right lane. I don't have a problem with that, but if I like to drive fast, let me drive fast. Don't ride your brakes down hills. The steep grade, sharp curves signs are real, so gearing down is really nice. If you have if you drive stick shift, you know what I'm talking about. But that's good. Keeping your distance is nice. I'm not really a big fan of those douches that ride right on you the whole time. Just remember, we're trying to get where we're going. We're not trying to race or anything like that. Sometimes when it's wet, it can be icy. You might not know. So if you're unsure, take it easy. Go slow. It's okay. Just stay in the right lane, please. Because, I'm not telling you you have to drive the speed limit, but don't get in my way. That's all I'm saying. Semis can be douches sometimes. I'm not saying they all are, but, sometimes they are. And if a woman named Large Marge picks you up in the mountains, just be really nice to her and try not to talk too much. The other thing I hate is road rage. If you've ever been a victim of it or an aggressor, I'm not saying any of you are, the finger, not the answer. It only escalates things, So my suggestion is to just go with the thumbs down. If somebody's driving past you, just give the thumbs down, and it's not aggressive. It's something that says, I see what you're doing, and I totally do not agree. So. My roommate came up with this. I'm a huge fan of it. So, and this was going to be probably more snarky, but some bad stuff happened in the last few weeks that I don't really want to get into. But if you take a look at my Twitter page tomorrow or my blog, I'll probably explain more to you. So thank you very much. I'm Josh Michelle, and that's all.